Hey guys, we're back on EDC, and I wanted to go ahead and feature this new tool that actually came out from Gerber. It caught my attention because I was like, whoa, that's different. I've never seen other companies kind of do it like this before. But basically, this is the Gerber Gear Drive, and I think this is a new product because when I look at reviews, there's very few reviews. I think this came out actually a few weeks ago. So basically, this is supposed to be a pry bar, but also a bit driver, and it basically takes a couple bits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a few tests. We'll do it with Leatherman bits. We'll do it with Wera double-sided bits. We'll also check out Steinwhale bits, and then we'll just check out standard regular bits. But basically, just get a sense of kind of how this works and to go from there. So the premise of this is that basically you can take these bits and you have a little bit driver here. And this part is actually detachable. So let's just go ahead and take that out. And so the concept is actually, you take out a bit, you pop it in there, it's magnetic, okay, and you kind of have a little bit of torque to basically use this as a screwdriver, but it attaches to your keychain. But at the same time, it actually is a pry bar at the end. I don't know if it's a good pry bar, but it is a pry bar here edge. And then what they also say is that this edge right here is a package opener, so it is a little bit sharper here, but it's really not that sharp. So I think it's just kind of like, to me, it's just like kind of like a pry bar and then a key driver and screwdriver into it. Let's go over some really quick specs on here because sometimes Amazon weight and packages can be quite different. I guess I got to put this back on. Well, I don't know. We'll just wait this way because what happens is you're given these two. So total weight would be it's about 1.30 ounces, so pretty light. In terms of measurements, we're sitting at about, let's see, so this is about 2.5 inches or so, and it's about a little bit like I would say that's 1.25 inches, give or take. Okay, so first question, does this work with Leatherman bits? No, it doesn't. So I tried a Leatherman bit, so it gets wobbly. So these are not compatible with Leatherman bits, so we can remove this out of the way. Is this compatible with Wera double-sided bits? So no. So it kind of is wobbly. So it's not really compatible with Wera double-sided bits. These are meant to probably be used with regular bits, right? So for sure, with regular bits, it's going to work. So you pop in one of these, pop that in, and it fits snug. And yes, I could definitely tell that this is going to give you a lot of torque. And honestly, it's kind of genius. I like it. This is something about Gerber. They make good designs, and they hire good designers. And their concepts are so almost genius, man, but they're always just, they're the only thing about Gerber and the reason why their things are so cheap is because it's, not made out of the best material. But I got to tell you, Gerber always gets me, man. I always end up buying it. And maybe that's the point, is that they don't necessarily need you to have it for life. They just want you to buy it. And when I say it's worth a buy, absolutely. I mean, this thing is like, it's cool. It honestly is pretty cool. Okay, let's see what the back of the package says. So it says, and I'm going to just tell you like at least flat out what I think is useful in here, what's not. So it says it's a Phillips and flathead. Yeah, so you get some bits with it. So you can put like a couple bits in here. And then it says there's a magnetic bit socket. That's correct. It says it has a bottle opener on here. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Oh yeah, there's a little divot here. So you could actually use this as a bottle opener too. Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't think about that. Then it says it's a pry bar at the end. And then it says right here is the keychain loop on here. Now, personally, I wouldn't actually put this on a keychain because I think it would be pretty bulky. And I also think it would actually probably run the risk of like scratching your phone or something like that. But I could totally see this being pretty useful for other things. Okay, anyway, enough talk. The next thing I want to check is, does it work with Steinwhale bits? And actually, it does, pretty well. So here's a Steinwhale bit, and it's there. Now, the only thing is it does tend to get stuck. So, I don't know if I'm doing this correctly, but I just use pliers on that. But on that side, that works, and that works just fine. And yes, that would absolutely give you enough torque, I think. So let's just do some quick confirmations. It definitely works with the T6 and T8, okay? Now, let's go ahead. We'll just go over each of these and see which of these are working. So this is the T20 and the T25. Let's see. Yes, that works. Okay, so it works on that side. Let's check the other side. Absolutely, that works. Okay, so that's good. Let's try other ones. Let's try the T10 and the T15. Yep, that works. Yep, that works. And let's see here. Yep, that works. Okay, so I'll clear that. We'll say, oof. It doesn't come out really nice and clean though, but yeah. Luckily, these things are actually pretty cheap, so you could easily. Okay, so this is the H4, H6, right? The 4 and 6. Yep, works on that side. And let's try it on the other side. Yep, works on that side. Okay, dude, I'm beginning to think this actually is pretty much 100% compatible with the Steinwhale bits, but let me just double check here. Let's just, so this is the 2 and the 6. Yep, clear on that side. It is actually a little crooked though, oddly enough. Let me see. But I think it actually does work. Pop it out this side. Yeah. Yeah, that'll absolutely work. Okay, so that works. Okay, just need to just do 3 more here, and then I think we're clear to go. So let me just pop in. Okay, is it compatible with this one? Yeah, actually, that is pretty compatible on that side. And then let's try the other side. Oh, wow. Yeah, that seems to work. Yep. I would strongly recommend buying more of these. These are pretty cheap, but don't just rely on one set. Just in case it starts to dull down, just buy more of these. These are like cheap. These are like $10 and you get the whole thing. But these are really good because they're really super compact. These are popular because these are super compact. For if you're looking for like a super compact kit. Okay. Yep, that works. And yep, that works. Okay. One more test and then I will have a definitive answer. So this is, yep, that works. And let's try the other side. Wow, we got ourselves a winner. So, in conclusion, this is a nice and tiny compact thing that easily would fit in kits and weighs practically nothing. And this takes all Steinwhale bits. It's compatible with all Steinwhale bits, and obviously it's compatible with all regular bits. I think this is a really good EDC tool. I think this is a no-brainer for how much it was. It was like cheap, like, you know. So, yeah, guys, go get this thing. This thing is awesome.